What's up, babes? It's Curlysa Victoria back with yet another video. If you guys are new here, hi, welcome to my channel. If you've already been subscribed, thanks for coming back. So y'all, I just got out of a basically like this like little conference was like 4 hours. It was from 1 to 5. So I also had business calls that came through, which was perfect. It worked out during the times that I had excuse me, it worked out during the times that I had phone calls and stuff. I would have breaks. They would give us breaks. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and make my video on bossing up, becoming that girl, what I'm doing, and just like a little bit of like razzle dazzle motivation as we are talking about this. First things first, if you're not subscribed to your girl's channel, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get lit. And if you're not following me on Instagram, what are you doing? Go follow me on Instagram to keep up with my up-to-date. Sometimes, you know, like I have multiple pages, so I'm not always on one page all day. And also I post and a lot of times get off and go mind my business and go do something else. Okay, so I'm not always there, but when I catch comments and things like that, I'll definitely respond. But my pages are more so like geared toward like business setup, so I'm not always just on there for leisure, just scrolling all day. That's just not me. But anyway, I wanted to make this video on bossing up and becoming that girl and just talking about like the real struggles that actually happen. So first things first is to be black, to be a woman, to be minority in this world is already 3 strikes. And people could say, oh, well, don't bring race into this. Oh, don't bring gender into this. Listen, it is what it is. That is a fact. And I don't like, I'm not on here to impress people and make it as though, oh, well, I have to just say the right thing so that, no, my channel is raw, uncut, real, and that's just is what it is. It is already strikes. Now, strikes for who? A lot of times that's the workforces we go to. A lot of times that's the industries we're in. A lot of times that's just the way the world view us. Now, from being a black woman, being a minority, and being woman, do I consider those as strikes for me? No. Do I know that there's strikes out there? Yes. That doesn't stop me from becoming great. In fact, it pushes me even further. So to the woman who's watching my channel, to the black person who's watching my channel, to the minority who's watching my channel, I'm rooting for you. You can do it. In the end of the day, people, when we bring up these facts that I just mentioned, a lot of times people get offended. Oftentimes the people who get offended are not what I just listed. Even as a black male, and just this world, those are strikes as well. So when I'm saying these things, it's not to try to ruffle feathers, but it's also not to sugarcoat, but it's also to put out there motivation that it's possible to boss up and do what it is that you're passionate about. Like, yes, we're going to be in these industries. Yes, we're going to be in these places where people are going to count you out. And a lot of times they're going to think you're the worker when you're the boss. But it's not for you to explain to them who you are. You know, once they've used your service, once they've used your product, and they've spent their coins and they're satisfied, and then they realize that you were the boss, then it's like, did you have that same stereotype that you had on me the very first time, now that you've purchased my service or my product and you've gotten quality experience? Now what do you say? A lot of times people are quick to judge the exterior, not knowing what the interior carries, and also not knowing the substance that's within the mind of the people we're dealing with. And to me, that all falls under the category of ignorance, because in the end of the day, if you're gonna tell me that literally like the color of my skin makes me less capable than the person who's not the color of my skin, that's just ignorance to me at its best. Ignorance at its best. And sometimes people are, you know, all I can do is classify it as ignorance, because if you knew better, you wouldn't think that way. However, we can't be out here in this world and be ignorant to the fact of these are things that we deal with on a daily. They're stereotypes, they're things. So as I'm saying, I just want to basically just encourage you guys on the way to becoming more, on the way to becoming that girl, that guy, bossing up, doing whatever you're doing. Don't let those things affect your vision. Peep them, understand them, and know that that is the world that we're living in, but do not allow that to set you back from becoming. I just posted on my Instagram, and I was basically making a statement that becoming isn't a destination. Becoming is a journey. Becoming the better version of yourself, bossing up, and just becoming who you need to be, that's not something that you arrive at. Because when you hit your goals, what do? You set more goals. You have more aspirations to become something greater than what you currently are. So we're always in a constant state of evolving, revolving, and just becoming better. So I would encourage you, while you're out here, to stick to the vision. Don't allow the stereotypes to actually become the reasons as to why you don't succeed. You can't use those as excuses. You have to figure out, how do I make an adjustment? This is what I'm experiencing. This is what I'm going through. How do I make the adjustment to be the better version of myself? How do I rise above my circumstances? How do I boss up and become everything that I know that I'm going to become, without allowing these things to get into the way of my thought process, allowing these things to get in the way of what I know I can achieve, what I can accomplish. For example, I had a lot of business calls and things set up for the day. Literally from the time I woke up until now, it's like 5 o'clock. I have been dead busy, like so busy. But you have to will it in your mind to do the things that it's going to take for you to rise above your circumstances and to become confident and to become bold and to become all the things that you need to do. See, I told you it's been a busy day. In the end of the day, life is what you make it. You know, if we're given lemons, are you going to make lemonade, or are you going to just sit there and look at the lemons? Because if you don't do anything with the lemons, they're just going to sit there. But if you go make you a beverage, some detox water, or you make you some lemonade, baby, you've turned them lemons into something opposed to letting them sit there and just waste their potential. So don't waste your potential. You guys see me when I come on this camera. I'm not coming on here to show you that I'm perfect. I'm not coming on here to tell you, oh, look at me, I got it together. I'm showing you how I'm actually bossing up in real time. I'm showing you some of the things that I'm actually doing to be who I am, and who I'm becoming. I always have my notebooks. I always have my notepads. As you guys seen, I got my calendar. I got my agendas. I got everything in here. My bag has been so full over the last few days. Like, I've literally felt like I was going to literally like pull my shoulder. I have it all in here. I take the time to go out, go work on some things. And literally, I have my dreams notebook. Remember the one I told you guys about, the one that says dreams on it, this one. And in this one, a lot of times I'm writing like, okay, so what do your girl needs to get done today? And I'm putting it in here almost like a to-do list, but also that thing of like, okay, this is what you need to boss up and do what you need to do. But also, like, if you can get these things tackled today, this can put you in a further position than you were yesterday. You have to think like that. You have to set goals like that. And pre-setting the goals, a lot of times are more helpful, because you know what you're looking forward to doing, instead of waiting for the day to come and start trying to figure out, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to accomplish today? If you could set the goals prior, you know what you're waking up to. Like yesterday when I went to bed last night, I was like, okay, when you wake up tomorrow, you have X, Y, and Z on the calendar. Don't you miss none of these meetings. I didn't. I set everything up that I needed to do, and I got everything done that I needed to do, plus more. So you have to, when you start being inconsistent with yourself, that's the worst type of inconsistency. Because for you to be consistently getting up and going to that job, you to be consistently getting up to go do something, why can't you put that consistency and discipline into your routine for yourself? If you can give yourself what you give everybody else, you'll be in a much better space than where you are. The problem is, a lot of times we extend ourselves so far for everybody, but what are we doing for ourselves? So my encouragement to you all would be, boss up, do what you need to do. and literally stop putting yourself on the back burner. Stop putting your career on the back burner. Stop putting yourself on the back burner. Stop it. Cut it out. Like, your life has meaning. You have a purpose in this world. Stop sleeping on yourself. Cut it out. If I'm believing in you, whether I know you or I haven't met you, then I need you to believe in you like I'm believing in you. If somebody hasn't told you you've been doing great, I'm telling you today you've been doing great. If someone hasn't told you that you're going to get there, I'm telling you you're going to get there. If someone hasn't told you you're going to rise above your circumstances, you're going to break the family cycles, you are going to be the legacy of the family, I'm telling you you're going to rise above your circumstances, break the cycles, and become the family legacy. I'm telling you that you have the ability to speak life and death over yourself. So why not speak life? We're not going to speak negativity. So if we're speaking death over ourselves or over people, that's negative. So speak life over yourself. Speak life over your circumstances. There's times I wake up and, you know, I'm like, Lord, today is not the day because your girl is going through it. And when I realized, like, okay, you could be going through it, but do you want to be going through it and not getting things done, or do you want to be going through it and achieving things? And a lot of times when I'm like, nope, not filming, not doing it, and I'm not doing it, there's a little voice inside my head that said, what you mean you're not doing it? What do you mean you're not doing it? Did you not say you were trying to do X, Y, and Z? Did you not say that you were going to be consistent and disciplined? Are you not the one being inconsistent right now? And I listened to that little voice and I'm like, you know what, let me get up. I actually was about to pick out my outfit. And then all of a sudden I start with myself. I'm like, girl, you knew you was about to pick up your outfit. You knew you wasn't going to stay in the bed. And I start to talk to myself like that and just get myself up off my feet. A lot of times I think people look for motivations from other people, but you have to look for motivations from within. If you are counting on everybody else to count on you, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. In the world that we live in, people really don't care about people. When you meet somebody genuine, make sure that you be genuine to them too. Because we live in a world that literally like gets to a place where if you can't do this for me, then I'm not going to do it for you. Reciprocity is key, but genuineness is not always something that comes with the reciprocity. So choose to be genuine, choose to be kind. You never know what someone's going through. I met a potential client today all over coffee. I'm grabbing my coffee. I'm asking for some, I'm like, this is the start of my day. My coffee doesn't look like it's made right. May I have a little extra oat milk? Da 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 da. And she's like, I know, because you could taste the difference when something's not. And we got to talk about coffee. Long story short, we got to talk about real estate. Long story short, she may be a potential client. So for me, it's like, it's the genuineness, it's the kindness. That's why it's almost like people say all day, you know, oh, I want to get into this business. I want to get into, what about real estate? Well, if you're not a people person, if you're not a type of person who has genuine connections, if you're not a type of person who is going to work hard, if you're not a type of person where this is your passion, this is your platform, then don't jump into something because you hear, oh, it makes good money, or, oh, everybody's doing it. Since the pandemic, this has become a popular thing. Everybody wants to now become realtors. I've had my license for some years. I maintained my license. There was periods of time I wasn't really trying to be the agent out there who was selling all these houses. Granted, that's a good thing, but I already had a vision for what it is I wanted to do, which I am right here in my vision. Knowing that I wanted to have my brokerage, knowing that I was literally doing things, but at my own pace. I was literally brewing and stirring the pot for what it is that was going to come. I already had my vision. And it's people now, I know people now who's like, oh, I'm going to go get a real estate license, or oh, I got a real estate license, and then they be like, girl, this is not what I want to do, or girl, I don't know why I did that. But it's because they're hearing people are doing it. They're hearing, oh, well, this is a good thing, it makes money, or oh, I don't care how much money an industry makes. If you are not happy, if you are not satisfied because that's truly what you want to do and that's truly what you're called to do, it doesn't matter how much money it is. That's why you can have a job that doesn't pay you that much, but you love going to it, because it's about you fulfilling your purpose and your passion. And then you can have the job, we see it all the time, people who are working in these career fields that make buku dollars, but they're not happy. But you can't just jump into stuff because other people are doing it. You have to jump into it because that's what you are passionate about. That's what you want to do. Because it's going to be rewarding. You have to know that what you're doing, that if you didn't get paid for it, you still will be like, oh wow, I got to help this person, or oh wow, you have to look at your intentions for things. And the best way to have the best results and the best outcome in life is to have pure intentions, to be genuine, and to be kind. If you're able to do those things, you're going to notice a difference in your business. People are going to be attracted to you, not for the simple fact. You got to ask yourself, first of all, let me just sidebar. When you're in an industry that is any industry, it could be hair, it could be real estate, it could be mortgage, it could be any of these industries. There's a plethora of people who do what you do. They know the same thing you know. Some of them know more, some of them know less than you. But what's really going to make or break the choice for people is going to be you. People are attracted to you. You are the brand. Doesn't matter. The credentials are the credentials. You're not the only one with the credentials. If I lined up 20 realtors right now, somebody lined 20 realtors up right now, and they all knew the same thing, the only other thing that they have to choose from is what that person brings forth as a person. What is their personality like? Are they the type of person who dot their I's and cross their T's? Are they the type of person who notices like, dang, I really didn't like that house? Do they pay attention to the style of homes? Do they pay attention to the... There's so many different things that they're going to assess. Does she hear me when I talk? If I told her a $500,000 property, why is she finding me $700,000 properties? You have to literally be in position to serve. If you're always looking to be served and you're in a place of service, it's going to be very, very much so hard for you to get the outcome that you're looking for, or the outcome that should happen in those circumstances. And a lot of people, they don't realize that. They put themselves so much at the forefront that you don't realize, like, your job is service, honey. I speak to the janitor the same way I'm going to speak to the president. I treat you with the same respect. There's a janitor, few janitors in a location that I go to. Every single time I stand up, hugs, greetings, check-ins, all of that. I'm not going to treat you any less because you're a janitor. And people look at janitorial jobs and say, oh, well, I don't know how they're going to work that. Like, do you not understand some people like being a janitor because that literally is where they find their passion, their purpose? Some people don't. Some people do. Much like anything else. So who am I to treat you any differently? You could have gotten to the janitorial business because your family did it. You could be running the business. You could be in the business because it allows you to clean a space, and you already know that a clean space and a clean mind are associated with one another. There's so many reasons, but it doesn't give me the right to treat you any different. That's the world that we live in. We got a world that let the president of a company or the CEO walks in, everybody's gonna want to flock over there. Why? Because they want to be seen. They want to be known. They want to feel important. But when you already possess those characteristics within yourself and you're not looking for someone else to validate them, oh, you're good, sis. That's how I could be cool with anybody. I could be cool with the janitor. I could be cool with the president of the company. I can talk slang when I feel like it. I can, raise that vernacular when I feel like it. Like, I know how to do what I need to do when I need to do it. But at the same time, my confidence, my everything is already an inward possession. So I'm not looking for the validation of others. I think that's the best way to be, because when you already possess it, you don't have to go looking for the validation. When you start looking for the validation, then that's when you start mistreating people, not being kind, and you fall into a lot of different categories, all because you are not good with you. Once you're good with you, you'll notice the way that you treat people and the way. Now, granted, y'all be seeing me in my car rants, and y'all see me in my little, like, what are you doing on the road? Da, da, da. This is me all the time. But when it comes down to like my character, and it comes down to genuineness, and it comes down to literally like having a heart made of gold and service, that's one thing that I would definitely say are good characteristics about me. Those are definitely key pointers about myself. So I definitely encourage you to boss up and get your life. So that's that. That is a good quote. It says, eventually your absence will lead them to regret, but by then you won't need them to regret, to feel sorry, or to be anything but gone out of your life. Oof, let me get that. Let me get that. Let me get that, boo-boo. I gotta save this. Because, baby, that was a word. Honey, that was a word. Period. You see? I just switched from the to the But anyway, y'all, on the way to becoming that girl, be unapologetically you. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. So as long as you're in preparation mode, as long as you're in beast mode, as long as you're in I'm going to boss up and become everything that I'm supposed to become, you are going to become that. It is what it is. So don't allow, don't allow these things to grip you to the point where you feel less important or what have you because of X, Y, and Z. You are important. You are a boss. You're going to do great things. And that's basically all you need to know. You are going to have moments where you're going to feel like, dang, my life is in freaking shambles. Or dang, I'm going through the craziest time in my life. Nobody said it was going to be perfect. Nobody said it was going to be easy. But I did say it was going to be rewarding. So just as long as you stay humble, you keep your eyes on the prize. Don't look for other people to validate you. Believe in you. Know where you should be. Know what you should do. Surround yourself with positive people. Everybody can't go. I don't care if you're related to me. I don't care if you know me since I was a little girl. I don't care if you went to school with me. I don't care if you're an associate. I don't care who you are. You're eligible to be cut off. At any moment in your life when you feel like people are not fitting your life, it's okay to cut them off. Now, obviously, I think one of the key factors to see what a person really is like, in a sense, is to check to see the people who they associate with, the friends they have, how long have they been friends? Do they have the ability to be a good friend? Those are even key things. So when you're looking, people think, oh, I have to look for these qualities in a relationship with a man or a woman. No, baby, you need to look for these relationship qualities in your friends and your associates and the people who you choose to hang with. Because in the end of the day, it's that thing of like, if you fall out with everybody you hang with, that's gonna tell me I don't know that I don't need to hang with you. I have friends who I've been friends with 10, 15 years. I'm still in my 20s. From college. Now the friends that really not held on, I do have some high school friends, but the friends that really not held on throughout like college and stuff like that you met in your later like adult life, all the friends that I was cool with then, I'm still cool with now, they all got something going on for themselves. They're all in really good positions in life. And I'm not saying they're not becoming, they're not evolving, but they're all striving to be better. They're all not being complacent. They're not just being like, let me sit on my potential. No, everybody is trying to do something with themselves and are doing something. They're just trying to elevate. So that tells you that's a reflection of me. I'm hanging around with the type of people who I am. And then you also have to realize not only that, I have friendships that are 10, 15 plus years. But if I'm meeting somebody and they say, oh, well, I have the storage filled up. But if I'm meeting with somebody who got 20 friends and you tell me that your longest friendship lasted a year, baby, I'm looking at you like, what are you doing? Because you clearly are not doing something right and I need to steer clear. My camera battery is flashing, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it was like pretty lengthy. I do have a vlog going up today as well, so make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm gonna skip out into a hair video. Hopefully I'm able to film it before the camera dies, but I'll see you beautiful babes in the next video. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and record off of my phone that video for the hair because I don't feel like being disappointed and then the camera cuts while I'm trying to film the video. So let's go ahead and move on to that. Make sure you guys follow your girl on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok at Curlita Victoria. Spell the exact same way as my YouTube name. I'm talking fast because I know that camera like to cut. Disrespectful. So let me just go ahead and move on and let you guys know what's up or what have you. So yeah, moving on to a hair video, but y'all get this video, y'all get a vlog, and like I said, lock talk. So Make sure y'all tap in, and I'll see you babes in my next video.